I'm Bram Frank. I'm from Florida. I'm originally from New England. I'm a good Connecticut Yankee and a Green Mountain boy because I'm in Vermont. My system is CSSD SC, which is Common Sense Self-Defense Street Combat. Didn't say he's Grandmaster Presas, didn't go through a do, and he goes, now everyone knows you're officially with me, and he goes, I spent 21 years with him. But I saw the way, and he did what? He put a stick in my hand and said, now we hit people. Right. When he did the stick, he went, you know, if I touch you, you're cut already. He kept talking about blades. Nobody else seemed to pick up on this. Right. And I went, you're talking about knives and swords. He goes, oh, we talk later. Right. So we're talking about, he goes, oh, that's what my family did. And he always would put me in a spot like, if I said no, he was like, oh, that's bad, you don't want to do it. He probably would have dropped it. Right. But he wanted to see and I went, I don't care if anyone else doesn't. That's what I want to do. Right. Oh, absolutely. It doesn't pay well. The military is bad to work with. The police are bad. Oh, look at the image of what happened. And I went, I want to do this. Right. I want to be a knight in armor. So he let me go in that direction. And he became family with me. And we've talked a little bit. He has, like most Filipino martial arts of those times, they don't have a curriculum. They know what to teach. And I ended up writing his camp curriculums. I have them in my book. And each camp was a little bit different because he wanted everyone to feel special. I only teach this at your camp. And, Dan Anderson told the story the other day that I wrote a letter to all the seniors. We should all teach the same thing, get together, have a big dinner for him, standardize everything, and he blew up. Because that's what he had in the Philippines. And when he got betrayed and there was a death threat and they're going to kill him, everybody turned against him. So he had little cells all around America who knew nothing about each other. Because I said, why do you do that? And he goes, you keep your friends close, your enemies closer, and nobody can betray me and lose everything again.
Wow. And that must have been hard to hear about your friend, that he's been betrayed and then it affected in how he did things.
Absolutely, and there were people who I got upset at because they were ripping him off.
Absolutely.
Either for rank or by money.
Right.
And I go, what are you doing? He goes, oh, Bram, I have to keep them here. I said, why? Because if they let them go, I don't know what they're doing. And on his deathbed, Roland Dantes had come to me and said, there's a lot of people out there be very upset if they knew what Remy really thought of them.
Right.
And I used to go, I never went after rank.
Right.
I couldn't care less. I went after teaching certificates with him. And I'd always hug him, tell him I love him. He'd always hug me, tell me he loved me. Said, oh, you think you're inheriting modern East? I said, I never said that. Right. I was never in that lineup. I was never in that picture, never into our discussions. I loved him. He'd come live at my house.
Right.
I'd go stay with him. And one day, just like I did today talking about next generation, he came and said, what will you do when I die?